You thought handheld gaming consoles were a thing of the past? Think again. In 2025, handhelds are not only back, they're more powerful, more portable, and more competitive than ever before. We're talking about full-blown PC gaming rigs that fit in your hands, devices that let you take Cyberpunk 2077, Elden Ring, or even Baldur's Gate 3 on the go without compromising on frame rate or fidelity. And leading the pack right now? Two heavy hitters, the MSI Claw A8 and the Asus ROG Ally. These aren't your retro handhelds or cloud gaming gadgets. These are full-fledged Windows PCs engineered into compact ergonomic shells. They boast serious hardware, high-refresh displays, customizable controls, and performance that could rival your mid-tier gaming laptop, all in a device you can throw in your backpack. Whether you're a casual gamer looking to kill time during a commute or a hardcore enthusiast trying to squeeze every frame out of your AAA titles, 2025's handhelds are here to deliver. In this video, we're diving deep into what's driving this handheld renaissance and comparing two of the most hyped machines in the space, MSI's Claw A8 and the ROG Ally from Asus. We'll break down the specs, real-world gaming performance, battery life, and ultimately help you decide which one is right for you. Segment 1, Why Handhelds Are Hot Again. So why are handhelds making such a strong comeback now? The short answer, technology has finally caught up with the dream. We now have access to ultra-efficient chipsets, mobile GPUs that can handle modern AAA games, blazing fast NVMe SSDs, and high-refresh displays, all optimized for lower thermal output. That means you can now build a genuinely powerful gaming system in a form factor that's portable, practical, and not burning a hole through your palms. Steam's success with the Steam Deck in recent years paved the way, but the market didn't stop there. What we're seeing now is a new wave of devices that take what the Steam Deck started and push it further. These machines aren't just Valve exclusives, they're fully fledged Windows PCs, capable of running your entire library across Steam, Epic Games, Xbox Game Pass, and even emulators. Combine that hardware evolution with cloud gaming advancements, better battery management, and increasing demand for on-the-go experiences, and it's no surprise that every major PC manufacturer is jumping into the handheld space. MSI and Asus, traditionally known for their laptops and gaming monitors, have entered the scene aggressively. The Claw A8 and the ROG Ally represent not just new devices, but entirely new philosophies around what handheld gaming should be. Segment 2, MSI Claw A8 Deep Dive. Let's start with the new kid on the block, the MSI Claw A8. MSI is no stranger to premium gaming hardware, but this is their first serious foray into handhelds, and they've clearly come to play. The Claw A8 is an absolute stunner, both in terms of design and performance. At the heart of the Claw is Intel's Core Ultra 7 processor, part of their Meteor Lake lineup. It's paired with integrated Intel Arc graphics, which surprisingly hold up well against AMD's more seasoned mobile chips. This combination gives you enough power to run most modern PC titles at medium to high settings, especially when playing in 720p or 1080p modes on the built-in screen. Speaking of the display, it's a 7-inch IPS touchscreen with a 1080p resolution and a silky smooth 120Hz refresh rate. That's a big deal. Many handhelds, including the original Steam Deck, top out at 60Hz. The Claw's high refresh makes fast-paced games feel fluid, reducing input lag and improving response time. MSI also threw in Hall effect triggers, which use magnetic sensors instead of physical contacts. That means no drift, no wear and tear, and better long-term durability, something that gamers who've dealt with aging controllers will appreciate. Add to that responsive joysticks, customizable rear paddles, and an RGB light strip around the chassis, and you get a device that screams premium. Battery life is competitive too, with MSI promising around 2 to 4 hours of gaming depending on load, and even more in battery-saving mode. Plus, the Claw runs on Windows 11, so you get the full desktop experience. Modding, cloud saves, multitasking, even running creative apps if you want to use it as a mini PC. Overall, the Claw A8 is a confident, well-rounded handheld. It's sleek, powerful, and surprisingly comfortable to use, a strong first entry from MSI. Segment 3, Asus ROG Ally Overview. Next up is the Asus ROG Ally, a device that's already carved out a loyal fanbase. Unlike the Claw, which is a newcomer, the ROG Ally has been refined over time and remains one of the most versatile handhelds available in 2025. Under the hood, the ROG Ally features the AMD Ryzen Z 1 Extreme APU, built on AMD's RDNA 3 graphics and Zen 4 architecture, This chip is a powerhouse, especially for handhelds, offering incredible GPU performance without sacrificing efficiency. It pairs beautifully with a 1080p display, also running at 120Hz, providing fluid visuals for both AAA and indie titles alike. What's unique about the ROG Ally is its cooling. Asus has implemented a dual-fan cooling system with intelligent temperature management, keeping the device cool even under intense loads. It runs quieter than you'd expect, and its surface temperatures are kept in check, which makes long sessions far more comfortable. The Ally also wins points for its Xbox Game Pass integration out of the box. Since it runs Windows just like the Claw, you can play across Steam, GOG, Battle.net, and emulators. But the Ally really leans into Game Pass as a core selling point. That makes it incredibly appealing to gamers who want access to a large, rotating library without spending hundreds on new titles. Ergonomically, the ROG Ally feels great in hand. The grips are textured, the buttons are snappy, and the analog sticks have a smooth feel that makes FPS games surprisingly enjoyable. Battery life sits in the same range as the Claw, roughly 2 to 4 hours of active gaming and more during video playback or light use. What really makes the Ally stand out is its software suite. The Armory Crate SE launcher is intuitive and lets you customize performance profiles, remap controls, and manage system updates without diving into Windows settings. It's a mature ecosystem, and it shows. The ROG Ally may not be the newest on the block, but in 2025 it's still a serious contender, offering polish, power, and platform versatility in a sleek, gamer-focused package. Segment 4. Gaming Test Side by Side. Specs are one thing, but what about real-world performance? We put the MSI Claw A8 and the Asus ROG Ally through a head-to-head gaming test, and the results were illuminating. First up, load times. Both devices are equipped with high-speed NVMe SSDs, and in most cases the difference is minimal, just a second or two separating game launch times in Elden Ring, Halo Infinite, and Cyberpunk 2077. Both devices boot up Windows in under 20 seconds and resume from sleep almost instantly. When it comes to frame rate performance, the ROG Ally tends to edge out the Claw in GPU-heavy titles thanks to the AMD Z1 Extreme. In Forza Horizon 5, for example, the Ally averaged around 52 FPS on high settings at 1080p, while the Claw hovered closer to 45 FPS. In less demanding games or those that benefit from better CPU single-threaded performance, the gap closes, and in some cases, the Claw's Intel Core Ultra 7 actually pulls ahead. Battery life testing showed nearly identical results, about 2.5 to 3 hours of intensive gaming on medium settings, extending to 6+ hours in media playback or low-power profiles. Neither is a marathon runner, but both are solidly within the acceptable range for portable devices. Thermal management was another interesting contrast. The Ally's cooling system is more aggressive and runs cooler under load, while the Claw occasionally gets warm in the rear corners during extended sessions. That said, both maintain safe operating temperatures and avoid any real thermal throttling when properly ventilated. The takeaway? Both devices perform admirably, but the ROG Ally wins slightly in raw GPU power, while the MSI Claw A8 offers a smoother UI experience and superior screen responsiveness thanks to excellent touch optimization. Segment 5. Which should you buy? So which handheld should you actually buy? If you prioritize GPU performance, especially for AAA titles, or if you're looking for the best Game Pass handheld, the Asus ROG Ally is your pick. It's got better cooling, great ergonomics, and enough power to handle most games at respectable settings and frame rates. It's also a more mature platform with a well-developed launcher and software support. But if you want a device that feels fresher, more experimental, and perhaps better suited for Windows multitasking, the MSI Claw A8 is hard to ignore. The Intel chipset is surprisingly competitive, and the 120Hz display combined with Hall effect triggers and a premium build give it an edge in overall tactile experience. For casual gamers, either device will deliver. It comes down to budget, preferred services, and what games you actually play. Streamers or content creators might lean toward the Claw, as Intel's integrated GPU software and AI features offer some neat tricks. Hardcore PC gamers who want every ounce of graphical muscle will probably still prefer the Ally. Let the console war begin. So, what do you think? Is the MSI Claw A8 the new king of handhelds? Or does the Asus ROG Ally still hold the crown? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your experiences, your preferences, and which handheld you'd spend your own money on. Check the description for links to the best deals on both consoles, and be sure to subscribe if you want more hands-on comparisons, tech reviews, and gaming breakdowns. Next week, we're diving into a long-awaited showdown, Steam Deck 2, Rumors vs. Reality. You won't want to miss that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.